Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. Great to have you back with me. Thank you to all of those of you who joined me this morning in between the opening and closing bell for my music and how I do it. It's a series of videos on how I produce the sound, the videos. I do it on my music channel, and then I record a song, and then after the closing bell tonight, that premiere will come out unedited as it is, and hopefully you'll join me for that. The link is in the profile, in the chat. If you want to join me for that, you can be the first person to click like. It's in the chat, and I'll give it to you once again. And you can join me for those series of videos if you want to know all about the equipment I use, how I produce live unedited music and live unedited sound here in the studio, all on my own. Want to know what equipment I use and sound? That series of that playlist is available or on my music channel. All right, let's get straight into it. Here is our position right now. You can see we've had a bit of a yucky day today, really. It's still red, not a lot going on, if I'm honest, and some days we have these days. My Roth IRA is down nearly $139.89. The overall position is down. We're giving away our gains. We had $58,000 just a few weeks ago. Now, you may say, why didn't I sell? I would have to have sold my entire portfolio to remain at $58,000. The entire portfolio, not just one or two things, the entire thing. And what do you sell? You just got to add to those positions on the way down and build a lower low. Anyway, let's get straight into our show. Thank you, Mike. Mike says I will be there with the buds. Fantastic. All right. So I just had to raise the volume a little bit. I wanted to be. It's difficult because I've got two completely different setups. There's this setup and then there's the music setup, and they are very, very different equipment, different microphones, different applications, different requirements, and I want it all on the same setting. So I'm having to make adjustments all over the place to make it perfect. So I can go from one side of the studio to the other seamlessly. So it might take a little bit of time just to get it absolutely right, but it was just a little bit quiet. The funny thing is, I've just discovered that YouTube, if a level is lower, they raise it slightly. And I've noticed that they compress it slightly, so it's actually raised up. So interesting to hear it. If you hear back now, the live, it's actually louder than it was when you heard it. It's very interesting, that is. Now it's been processed. Anyway, welcome everybody over there on TikTok. Welcome to all of you. If you are one of my subscribers, the little star comes up. You click the star there, and then I can feature you on the screen. I can show you on my screen on YouTube here, and I can answer all your questions. It's subscribers only. I can't answer everyone's questions, so the only way of doing it on TikTok is if you become one of my subscribers. I will promote your channel. I invite everyone to follow you. I'll also answer all your questions, and I will share you on the screen. When you see the little star appear, just there. Can you see it? There you go. Okay. Hello, says Sensei. How are you this afternoon? Virgin Galactic. Well, we're just getting in the money again. It's a very small scalp position. Oh, we're turning green. Let's bring the green in. All of a sudden, the studio has just jumped into green. That looks better, doesn't it? That looks better. Let's see where our gains are coming from this afternoon. Let's have a look. So we've got the port. It's only just green. I mean, it's going to be in and out of red and green for the next 5 minutes, I think. But anyway, Virgin Galactic, we had a little scalp trade this morning just to add, to see if we can make a couple of free shares. That's all it is. It's not much. At the end of the day, if the market's not moving, they're not moving. If you get a discount and they go down and then they go sideways, they go sideways. You can't control them. All you can control is what you do. So you can see I'm down 11% on my main position. On my Roth IRA, I just bought literally a handful of shares, $30 worth. I'm up 0.3. Literally 10 cents profit. There's nothing in it. Palantir is starting to go up today. 1.46. Much, much better. GLD, gold. The S&P. Amazon, looking much better today. Up 0.93. Apple was also up. NEE been going sideways all day. Enphase Energy, that looks a bit better. Up 2.22. That's much better today, up 2%. That's a nice rally today on Enphase. Still down 16%, but that's really helping my account. Very, very good. That's much better. Made $88 on that today. Good. Coca-Cola down today. Still up on it, 1.68. J&J, we're getting ready. 2 days to go now for the split option. You can go into, you can have one or all or any part of converted into Kenvue. What you want is Johnson & Johnson to pump up and Kenvue to go down, because if that happens, for every $100 of J&J, you'll get $107 worth of Kenvue. It's a good little deal, right? If it works out that way. Anyway, Chevron, Tesla, Rivian coming back up again today. There was a bit of a deal today. We were down here, 1.32. Hang on, let me refresh that. That doesn't make any sense. That's better. Down 4%, and we're now up to, it's nearly 4% today gain, if you'd bought at the bottom there. McDonald's, Google, 46%. It's up getting near that 50% again. Walmart. We've got the earnings for Walmart. We've got also Rumble earnings tonight. We're covering the Rumble earnings tonight. As you can see, Rumble earnings, I'm out of the stock. I sold my position. I'm completely and utterly out. I just have a market share on a brokerage and the portfolio and the Roth. I'm out of it. Don't see much point in it at the moment. And I'm glad I am, because it's down 7%. Funware, FFIE, Rio Tinto, Bitcoin, 29.3. Matic, down today. XRP also down today, 63. Okay. Let's see who's here. We've got Sensei is here. Mike is here. Welcome, Mike. Stock ticker X is up today. That Mike signal, a better bull phase in the market. Will come soon. Stock ticker X. Good evening, all. What's X? Let me duplicate one of these tabs and open up another one. What is X? Is that a ticker symbol? X. United States Steel. That's a great ticker, isn't it? X. 41% today. Blimey, look at that. Let's go out and look at it maximum. Yeah. Look at that. Steel. Yes. Oh, the 5 years up. Yeah, it's not really made any money though, has it? Over 5 years, over 1 year. It's all today. It's basically all today. Look at that. 41% today. 41% today. It's been all today. Look at that. United States Steel. So what does that tell us about the markets? United States Steel today up 36% in a day. Blimey, if you'd have had that. What's the reason behind that? Union leader Cleveland Cliffs is the best strategic buyer of US steel. Howdy all, Zed Hink. Good afternoon to you. How are you? We're looking at steel today, just been sent in from Mike. Ticker symbol X. It's up 36% in a day, and it really hasn't been doing anything at all for the longest time. Look at it. Going along sideways, and today, boom, up 36%. Interesting. Had a height of 184 at one point. That's a very interesting position today, Mike. Thanks for letting us know about that one. Okay. Howdy, said Zed Hink. Welcome, everybody, over there on TikTok. Lovely to have you with me. We're actually running a $204 cash giveaway. Would you like to win $204? Well, we're giving away $204 in cash for free. You might want to win it. So, yeah, if you do, come onto YouTube. I'm sure Sensei will give you the link. Link's in the profile, just above my head here. It's Martyn Lucas Investor, the same name as the YouTube channel. Come and check it out. And we've got a great cash prize to give away. Good evening, Zach. How are you tonight? Lovely to have you here. Okay, we've got the earnings. Let me just come back to my main screen a minute. There we go. Hi, Martin. Hi, everybody. Zach Zate. Great to have you here. It's been a bit of a rubbish day, really. We're just going sideways. There's not a lot to get excited about. There's no real news going on. It's just an average day today, I'm afraid. A Monday morning, not that much excitement. Gold's getting more and more attractive every day. The S&P is up, but not much. Amazon's up. Apple's up. If my solar is doing well on Enphase, but not so much on NEE. But it will do this week though, because we've got the ex-dividend stock just around the corner. Right, now then, we have got tonight 2 things we're doing straight after this show. In literally 1 hour exactly from now, we have the world premiere of what I recorded this morning. If you watch me this morning, I'm doing a series of videos and how I work in the studio and what I use, and on my music channel. And then the song gets broken down into its own video. And the idea is it shouldn't require any editing, but it did need the volume raising slightly. So I've done that, and it's going out as its own song tonight. 1 hour from now, hopefully you'll join me for the premiere. It's called Born Free. There it is. And hopefully you will join me for that world premiere. It's in the chat. And this video, this live video, will take you right to the premiere. And then the premiere will go directly to the Rumble earnings. So it's in the chat, pinned to the top, and there twice in the chat. Okay? All right. Zed Hink, anyway, to find out how the Virgin Galactic stock finished putting more out there. Sorry, the word is escaping me. Zed Hink, I don't understand your question. Anyway, to find out how the Virgin Galactic stock finished putting more out there. Oh, you're on about dilution. How will we know about dilution, you mean? Well, we'll get the filings. We'll get the SEC filings. If you are a shareholder and you go to the investor page on the website, like any publicly traded company, you can subscribe for email delivery of updates and SEC updates. So if they release more shares, you'll know. And I've not received one of those emails. And you can look as well. If you want to go and look on the website, you can go and look. But I have not seen any information that they've released or they've diluted the next round of shares. No, I think that's what you mean. ACHR, flying cars for army, is interesting. ACHR, I think I've heard of that. Let's have a look. ACHR. ACHR, Archer Aviation. Let's have a look at this one. Up 14% today. You were talking about flying cars earlier. Is that why you brought it up to our attention? Let's have a look. Archer Aviation engages in the development of electric vehicle takeoff and landing eVTOL aircraft. The company was founded by Brett Adcock and Adam Goldstein on October 16, 2018, and is headquartered in San Jose, California. Engages in development of electric vehicle takeoff and landing. Interesting. It's a 1.62 billion market cap. High today 6.6, 52 high 710. Okay. Price to earnings, obviously it's losing money, down 377. It's got a strong rating from our analysts. They're saying an 83% buy. Okay. It's still not profitable. It was once upon a time. Q4 21, it was profitable. But then that doesn't mean too much. How long has it been out? How long have they been trading? Let's have a look. It was founded in 2018. Okay. So it might have not been developing much. I'd like to know how it made so much money there. And then after that, it's been going sideways and getting worse. But then that would probably be to do with the investment in development, research and development, R&D. But this last quarter, Q2 23, they missed quite considerably. But the price is up. Very often we see that, don't we? We see a miss on earnings, and the things go up, and then we see a beat and they go down. We see that all the time, because more often than not, it's more important of what they say going forward. Anyway, welcome all our guests over there on TikTok. Thank you very much for joining me. Welcome to all of you. Let's have a look. Archer up on the day, 15%. The week, the month, 36%. It's had a good run. Look at that. It's a nice steady graph as well. Year to date, 237. 37 over 1 year. Yeah, it's down over 34 because it IPO'd here. And it looks like it was a SPAC. Looks like it was a SPAC. Special purpose acquisition blank check companies statistically don't do well, I'm afraid. But there we go. A lot of our stocks that we have, like Virgin Orbit, Virgin Galactic, they were all SPACs. Stock dilution. Yes, sorry, that's it. No worries. Martyn, have you observed a dilution by a shelf offering directly raising capital through selling stocks onto the market? T.O. Roll says, have I ever observed a dilution by a shelf offering directly raising capital through selling stocks onto the market? Well, yeah, we've seen Virgin. We've seen several of our investments dilute. We've seen Virgin. I mean, a dilution is not the same as a split. We need to be clear about that. We've seen Tesla split. That wasn't a dilution. There's more shares, I think, coming though, but we've not seen that one yet. I haven't anyway. We've seen Virgin Galactic dilution a couple of times. What else do you mean? Hood, UK News in links. Hello. Hang on. Links in for YouTube. This is good. Links for YouTube. I'm there on it. Let's have a look. Hey. All right. Thank you, Malk. When did this come out? July 25th. July 25th. This has been out for quite a while. Yes, I know about this. It's about, let me just share with you what it is. I just had this sent in for me by Malk. It is a little bit of news we've already seen, but it's still worth repeating though. Share trading app, Robinhood hires free trade executive for UK launch. Yeah, but this was back in 25th of July. But yeah, we know about this. We heard about this on the earnings, didn't we? Or was the earnings after? I can't remember now. Anyway, Robinhood, the US stock market, has hired a senior executive from Free Trade, a British fintech company, to spearhead revived plans for a UK launch. Robinhood's UK CEO, look at that. It proves the intent to bring its business model to. I don't think. Yeah, I think we've covered most of this before. It's good information. I don't think I can make a video on it though, only because people will say you're making a video on news like 2 weeks ago. Even though it's very important. If I could find more news like that, more recent, I would definitely use it. But yeah, it's all good news. We know it's coming. Thank you, Malk, for sending it in, though. Really appreciate it. Hey, Zach, Zhink, Tio, and Malk. This could mean no institutional investors may buy, possibly mostly retailers. No, I agree. I think the institutions waiting for the dilution to occur. There's no question about it. If you're going to spend, if you're going to buy millions and millions of shares, you don't want to. Sorry, old news. No, it doesn't matter. Don't apologize. It was still useful. But if I can get more updated, I will certainly look at it. But thanks for sending it in, though. Still very important. It's all good. Looking forward to that happening. Really, really am. Very, very good. Anyway, thanks for sending it in. Appreciate it a lot. Virgin Galactic. I just can't seem to get that little. I was hoping for like a 5%, little tiny one share for free. It was only $30, but it's not going anywhere. Everything's just going sideways today. Can I call in and share some trades? Yes, you certainly can. You certainly can. Let me open up the broadcast lounge for you. The broadcast lounge is open. Sensei, you can call in. Absolutely right. We are muted, ready to rock and roll. Oh, hang on, Leah. Can I give you this glass? Thank you very much. Latte, lovely. Got a latte now, folks. All right. Okay. Cheers, Mike. Cheers, Tia Roll. Cheers, mate. So, yeah, if we can just get something out of this. I mean, really, I want it to pop up. I want it to go up another couple of percent. I'd like it to go back up to the 320, around here. 327 would be nice. And then just make a very small, very quick trade. Thanks, Leah. I'd be interested, Sensei. It looks like Sensei is going to call in a few moments. Oh, we turned green again. Oh, we stayed green. I didn't change back. Good. Doesn't it look better when it goes green? Everyone prefers it, right? PLTR. What about this? What about this? All right. I've got Sensei in the house tuning in. I can see him coming into the studio. Looking good. We like it. There he is. We've got Sensei, so we're going to have some charts in a few moments. Looking forward to that. Ah, that's how you do it. Hide member. Now I've just learned something new. Okay, Palantir looking good. I'm down 15%, but I'm holding my position. Now might be a good time to bring Sensei on because we've got to close at 3 o'clock on the bell because we have the premiere of my song tonight, and then we have a 5-minute break before we go into the earnings from. Okay, I'm unmuting the channel now, Sensei, so stand by. Okay, he's unmuted now, and we're just about ready to bring Sensei into the show. We've got some charts all ready to rock and roll, and let's do it now. So Sensei, stand by. I'm going to bring you in now. Okay, so let's go back to the charts. Okay, what sort of day has it been today? Up, down, sideways, Virgin Galactic not giving us much. We are green right now. And for some technical analysis and some chart reading, I feel like I'm introducing a clairvoyant. Kind of am in a way. We've got Sensei in the house. Let me bring him in. There he is. Sensei, you're live on the show. How are you this afternoon?
I'm doing very well, Martyn. Thanks for having me on the show.
Hang on, I'd like to introduce... Could you go to your screen again? I'm going to do that again.
Yeah.
I had you. There we go. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to edit that. He's thinking, what's going on here? Right. Okay. I was on the trading screen, so let me go back to that. There we go. That's better. There we go. That's better. So the charts are up and down, in and out. What's going on today? We're going to have a word today from Sensei Crypto, who does all our chart analysis, and he's like my guru looking into the future. Where are we going to go today? So we're going to go live now to Sensei Crypto, looking at the charts, and as we welcome Sensei Crypto in. Good afternoon, Sensei. How are you this afternoon?
Good afternoon, Martin. I'm doing very well, and yourself?
I am pretty well today. Thank you very much. Lovely to have you here. And you're looking great on the screen now. You're getting your studio looking really nice. What do you have for us on the charts today?
Yeah, so I thought I'll jump in it's beginning of the week, so I thought let's have a look at SBC. We had a volatile week last week with the flight and sort of ground ourselves again, have another plan of action for this stock. It's very volatile at the moment. We saw nearly all-time lows today on SBC. We got down to that 308 level. So that was fairly low. It's the same low we had on the 26th of April to the exact level. I don't know if anyone's scalp traded. I know you took a small position on it, and people might be looking for an exit. Where I would suggest an exit would be 326, 330, around that level. And the reason I say that is the same level where we had our stop loss the day of the flight. We had a couple entries that day, but our stop loss, I mentioned, is around 330. Unfortunately, we broke below, we were out the position. If anyone's still in or created a position today, the level I would be selling is 330. I do believe we're going to come back down to that $3 level, and maybe we'll wick below it. That might be a next opportunity to scalp this stock. So I'm going to keep an eye out on it.
It's why it's so important, isn't it, to have both positions, a long-term position where you're dollar cost averaging, but you have to be careful with a stock like this that keeps going down, because very, very quickly you'll run out of money. Your position will be way too big. You'll still be out of the money. You can't sell it unless you want to sell it for a loss, and then obviously that's degrading your portfolio. You don't want to do that. If you do have a scalp position as well in your Roth IRA and you can trade tax-free, you can just make a few quid along the way, which kind of compensates for the waiting and the losses that you're getting while you're dollar cost averaging. And that's exactly what I'm doing today. I only had a few bucks. And as I say, I could have sold other things, and I've got plenty of stocks I could sell and provide some capital to buy at this level, but it is a worry that it just keeps going down. I'm now looking at it as a long-term play. I don't just want to sell good quality stocks for the sake of a small scalp trade, because there's no guarantee it's going to go up from here. But I'm right with you there, Sensei, on the levels to get out if you can take a small trade. Where on a chart perspective, where is your low now? Where do you see it going? What's the low you see now?
It's hard to say, but if I had, there's two levels. There's one is a $3 level, but unfortunately, because we've sort of been around that level, and a lot of people are eyeing that level out. It could wick below, so I don't want to say that as a guaranteed stop or a guaranteed buy-in. I mean, if you did buy in, you would sort of, if it drops to like 290, you would add in, because it is likely to bounce. But the real low could possibly be lower. $2.50 is somewhere I have in mind. The ultimate low we don't know, but I think we will have a bounce either around the $3 level. You buy in, you have a stop loss below 290, or the $2.50, where once again you have $2.50, you're waiting for a scalp, and if it doesn't come in, you have a trailing stop loss to break even, or sort of 3%, 4% below your mark. So you have always a risk management level. I do believe 250 should be a good sort of midterm low. I don't see it going down too much further.
It's a bit of a worry, isn't it? It does remind me a bit of Virgin Orbit, and God forbid that happen. We just lose all our money again. We've already been here with Virgin Orbit. We certainly don't want to go here again with Virgin Galactic. But it does remind me of those feelings and those days, and we can just keep buying down and never see the bottom. It's a difficult one. But you've either got to decide whether you believe in Virgin Galactic long term and you're prepared to hold. I know one of our investors, Stephen Lewandowski's got a long term position way above here, and he's just holding. He's not concerned, but it is a concern. I think you do need to try and scalp trade as like I'm doing, in addition to your long-term position. At least then you can make a few bucks along the way. Remember, you can't transfer your money from your Roth IRA that you've made back into your brokerage account, because you've got to leave it in the Roth IRA for a certain number of years. Otherwise, you'll pay tax on it anyway, and you'll also be penalized for the match that you've had. So you can't just take money out as freely as you can on your brokerage. So you just need to remember that. Final thoughts on this one as we come up to half an hour before the bell then, Sensei?
Yeah, so SBC, you might have seen me just do a quick Fibonacci. I mean, there is a possibility of 150. 150 has always been on the cards. It's just we want to take level by level. So maybe the ultimate low is not 250, it's 150. But for short-term trades, as you said, I mean, Virgin Galactic is not something I've found a position in where I want to keep it long-term yet. I mean, maybe $3, maybe 250. I start building my long-term position. But for scalping, certainly, as you said, you scalp along the way. If you remember, a couple of flights ago, 411 was the mark. We broke down below 411, and I said to everyone, 411, I'm below 411, I'm bearish, and I've been bearish ever since. We've been bearish on the last flight, and we've said $3. So now we're 16 cents away. So it's important to know that cash is a position. So when we were at 411 and you're coming out and you're holding this long term, you will be better off being in cash and buying. Well, it's obvious to say in hindsight, but we were saying it at that point as well. And people are afraid to have cash as a position, but cash is a great position, especially if you're dealing with a lot of risky stocks. So yeah, that's my final thoughts. 250, 150. Bankrupt, it can all happen, but we're here every day, so we're going to take it step by step.
Yes, absolutely. Just before you go, I just want to bring up your website on the screen right now. You are sponsoring our giveaway at the minute. We are giving away $204 in cash right now. It's sponsored by Sensei Crypto. If you've not taken part in it yet, there it is, martynlucas.com/giveaway. And Sensei has an amazing offer right now, which you can discover just by going to the giveaway, where you can actually win. Let me refresh it. 8132. There we go. You can go down here, see all the actions. You'll see Sensei's website and Twitter account and all the rest of it. And not only by entering the competition, you can win some money. You've got an amazing deal going on right now. Let me bring up the website, Sensei, and just talk us through very, very quickly here on the website. It's looking great. I know you've got a 7-day free trial and a 75% off if people use the code 10K subs. Tell us about that very quickly.
Yeah, it's exactly as you said. It's the best ever deal we've had on the site. I'm trying to get everyone to have a try, see if they like it, see the community on Discord, see if they benefit from it. And that 7-day you got free. And then the reason that I've got the first month 75% off is because there is a lot of new features coming towards the end of the month, and I don't want you to miss out on them. For example, the app is being checked by the App Store now. There's a lot of regulations I have to go through, so I'm working on that, and hopefully that'll be out during that 1 month free you get, so you can see all the trades coming directly to your phone, a dedicated app for that. There's so much more. There's the crypto challenge and just the community as a whole, where we bounce ideas off each other, and I'm always there to help anyone one-on-one throughout the night, throughout the day. So there's just check it out. You can see on the website exactly what there is to offer, and that you've obviously got a 7-day free trial to see what it's like.
Brilliant. Sensei, thank you very much for calling in. As always, great to hear your voice. Thank you ever so much.
Thank you.
Absolutely brilliant. There's Sensei today. Now, if you want more information about his website and the discount we're offering you right now, I've given you the code 10K subs if you want that discount. But go and check it out. I will give you the links below every one of our videos. I'll also give it to you here in the chat. He is doing our crypto challenge, and if you want to get full technical analysis to accompany everything else that we're doing here, then you can. Fantastic. All right, good stuff. And that was Sensei live on the phone today. If you want more information, check it out. I'm going to just give you a link now to the website. So if you click above let me just go there. If you click above my head, that will take you to our giveaway. And also, if you click above my head, it will take you to the links for Sensei. And over here, you'll see the competition video and more information I think that you might find useful. As always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right, thanks, Sensei, for calling in. I'm going to leave you unmuted. If you wanted to jump in, you can. Because
I've got a couple news stories I can share. Just for a few for 5 minutes. I've saved some things that I've seen on Twitter. Over today, there seems to be a lot of news stories coming out. If you would like me to share that with the audience.
Yeah, why not? We've got 25 minutes. Let me just make sure I've got everybody covered. We've got Delph. I would like to see it otherwise, but for now, really bearish on space at Delph. Delph also, I also don't see what could drive this to $4 to $5 in the near future. No, there isn't really anything right now. There isn't really anything. It's a long-term investment now. We were hoping for a rally on the flight. That never come. Why would it come now? I mean, it's just business as usual. Until the company can start to report profits and reduce costs with the Delta fleet, but that's 2 years away. So it's true to say that there isn't any major catalyst now. I don't know if anybody really cares that much institution-wise if we're going to, if we get a celebrity fly. And I'm going to tell you now because the figures are in. On the last flight, if you remember the first flight, we had 23,000 views. It was our biggest ever live feed. This time was 4,000. Now, is that because people didn't like my content, or was it because people wasn't watching online as much? Well, the reality is they wasn't watching online. People were watching on the news. General public were watching it. There was more coverage on Sky, more coverage on the BBC and TV stations around the world. But investors, people looking for space actually online, it was down. Virgin Galactic's views were half. The NASA channel was a fraction of what they had last time. And we were down by about the same amount. So it wasn't for any reason, people didn't like the content. It was simply the first flight was done. The second flight, is not so popular. And now it would lead on to suggest the third flight, not going to be that exciting. It's a bit like when Apollo went into space. Everybody was excited about the first mission to the moon. After that, people kind of lost interest. Well, it's the same thing now. I think there will be some extra excitement around a celebrity flying, but I don't know if that's going to make the stock go up. So the question is now, are you buying it to hold for a long-term position, and you think now it's worth getting in at this price because 5 years from now it's not going to be at this price, and then prepared to wait when you could be making money on everything else? Let's be honest, you could just put your money in cash and earn 5%. Are you going to earn 5% this year on SPCE? Maybe, probably not. Why don't you just stick your money in cash and be done with it? There's a good argument for that. Anyway, Sensei said he has a few things he wants to share with us. So let's go back to Sensei and see what he has. Let me know what you have, Sensei.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just want to echo what you said about SPC. I completely agree with you. And for anyone who wants to get out of position, just remember the situation you're in now. And if you're down and you didn't sell before, then next time there is a pop. Because when for example SPC is so if it gets further oversold, if a big buyer comes in, it can drive the price up. If there's a lot of shorts on SPC, it can give you that squeeze. And instead of getting excited, that's the point you need to remember. Okay, let me sell some. For example, we can get back to 411 if there is a short squeeze, if there is something, but we won't be there for long. We will come straight back down. So if you want to exit a position, next time you see SBC up 10, 15, 20%, just start exiting that position. But yeah. So couple things. Strange one. Sam Bankman-Fried, as we know, went to jail, which is good to know. But now he's requesting depression medicine.
I love the way you say that. Good to know, isn't it? Sam Bankman-Fried's gone to prison, but yeah, he deserves it. Really. I mean, he asked for it. He knew what he was doing.
Exactly, and Mike beat me to this one, but X, as we saw, the United States Steel Corporation is trading around $31, and the reason behind that is Esmark, which is another, if I'm correct, another steel company, has offered to buy it for $35 a share. So I'm not sure. Does that mean if you buy at $31 a share now, will you be expected to? Would they buy it from you for $35? Is there an opportunity there? I'm not sure. But the deal can fall through, so you can lose a lot of money there as well. So it's something to keep in mind. um, and the famous Michael Burry from The Big Short, he
Yeah.
today he's put a massive position in. He's put 51% of his portfolio in puts for the S&P, and 42% of his portfolio in QQQ puts. So that's about $1.6 billion in puts. This is verified by the SEC filings. What I have to say about that is he did do something similar at the beginning of the year, and the stocks went up. So you need to be careful, but it is a massive position, and he is obviously a clever guy. So he might get this one right, he might get it wrong, and that's the sort of the SEC filings there. Another one is Coinbase.
For those of you, Sensei,
Yeah.
for the benefit of those who don't know the difference between puts and calls, just give that information.
Yeah, Puts is basically he's bearish on the markets. He's placing in essence he's shorting the market. We don't know the exact date of his expiry, so we don't know how long term he's looking or how short term these puts are. But yeah, he's shorting the market, but they do have an expiry date.
And a call, of course, is the very opposite. That's when you expect the stock price to go up. Just for those who don't know what a put or a call is.
Exactly. Yeah. Coinbase launched in Canada today. So I know Bill's from Canada. If he ever wants to get into crypto, he can use Coinbase. That's what we use. I believe Coinbase is the best way to buy crypto. And after that, I do actually think Robinhood's probably a good place to buy it as well. But Coinbase is dedicated to crypto, and it's I think that's the best place to buy it. Peter Schiff, I'm not sure if you know him, a very famous sort of gold person. He's said something that sort of I've been thinking for a while, and I've said on the show. It's if I quote the tweet, he's saying, "Recession or not, Goldman Sachs expects the Fed to cut interest rates in Q2 of next year. Goldman may be right, but for the wrong reason. It won't be because inflation is moving towards the Fed's 2% target, but to help the federal government finance an exploding national debt." So basically, he's saying that the Fed might start cutting rates, but it's not because we've hit the 2%. It's because that something's broken in the system. For example, there's a banking crisis. For example, there's a recession. They need to print their way out of it, and that's a similar view I have. I'm worried that we won't be able to get down to this 2% target. We are around the 3% now, but I think it's going to be very sticky here. I think we need to keep it go down for the next couple of months. I don't think it's going to be easy to bring that down to 2%, and having the interest rates at these levels. I don't know how.
This is why I said a pause could have come in, because even though the Fed hasn't reached its goal, and we do need to continue putting pressure, and we do need to bring the inflation down, everybody accepts that. This is doing damage to the economy, holding the rates up. There are people who are struggling with mortgages and car loans and everything else, which is also stunting the growth of the markets and the economy as well. So there's two sides to this coin, and there's a lot of evidence to suggest that when the rates go up, it's a lagging indicator. It takes a while for things to come through the system, and we might find if we just held the rates where they were, or drop them, perhaps. I mean, I'm not suggesting we do, but things would start to improve 6 months to a year from now just by holding the rates. We don't need to keep putting the rates up and up and up. They will have an effect long term. It takes a while for it all to filter through. Just because you put the rates up today doesn't mean everything gets fixed today. It takes a time for things to slow down. And also, the Fed have said repeatedly, And we all know this. They can drop the rates in minutes. You know, if they just decided they've gone too far, they've always said that if we go too far, we can always drop the rates in minutes. We don't have to wait for the FOMC report and all the rest of it. They could announce a rate hike today and things drop very quickly. Sensei?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. The thing is, I think the Fed are so worried they're going to have a repeat of the 1970s that they might have gone too far.
Yeah.
And by too far, I don't mean they shouldn't be raising interest rate. I think, as I agree with you, maybe they should have paused last time. They should have paused, but then been able to keep it longer. Because if they suddenly have a meeting that say, oh, we need to drop these interest rates, something in the system's broken, whether that be the banking crisis, whether that be federal government finance or whatever it might be, they might have gone too far, too quickly. So and then everything has to suddenly fall, and then there'll be panic in the markets. Everything will sell off. So have they been too cautious and overdone it? Maybe. And it's something to keep an eye on, and it is a concern of.
Yeah, well, I mean, we know that Jerome Powell doesn't want to do a Volcker, and we, like you say, you referred to it then. Bringing the rates down too quickly, and then things start looking good, and then inflation starts going up again. We don't want to go through all of this and end up 6 months, a year from now, back to where we started from, and everything starts going up again. So I think they're being responsible. I think it's painful, it's difficult, it's frustrating day in, day out, seeing the markets like they are. But we have to remember, we've done 17%, at least I have on my portfolio, 17, in fact, more than that, actually. I've done a 20%, I beg your pardon. I've done 20% year to date. I'm up 20%. I'll just show that on the screen so you can see that. I'm up 20% year to date. Now, over history, 10 to 15% is the average for the S&P. I have done 20% this year. So we have to remember that. That's $6,500 I have made just by investing and trading. So it isn't all doom and gloom. We're running out of time, but I will just come back to Sensei. I see he's got some very interesting charts to share with us. Sensei, what are we looking at now?
Yeah. So we just mentioned the inflation and the interest rate. So for anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, the 1970s, I'm sure everyone does, but just this is what happened. So the inflation, this green below it, was got up to around 12%. It started coming down near the 4%, and then they brought their interest rates down. And the inflation went back up, and they had to bring the interest rates down up all the way. So they're trying to prevent this. They might have severe PTSD from that, so they don't want to do it. But are they overdoing it? Is the question we're asking.
PTSD, I like it. Brilliant. Probably.
Yeah,
we know
point.
Jerome Powell doesn't
probably.
want that.
Yeah, exactly. The other points is XRP. I'm still bullish on it. The markets haven't been that bullish. Bitcoin hasn't been moving, so I don't expect XRP to be mooning. But there's always great things happening. Bank of France mentions it as an asset expected for payment transactions. The Federal Bank of India is going to use it. So I'm bullish on that. There's been rumors, not verified, is Gary Gensler, the SEC Commissioner Hester Peirce, is being considered to replace Gary Gensler. Is this good for crypto? Is this bad for crypto if it happens? The only thing I'll say is everyone was so happy that Gary Gensler was going to become the SEC chair because, but back a few years ago when he was going to, because he did so many crypto talks at MIT. Everyone saw him as bullish, but then he turned out to be terrible. So he could be even worse than Gary Gensler. So we don't know. We've seen that. And on the Elon Musk news, I think he said he's driving to Mark Zuckerberg's house, and he's going to be live streaming it on full self-driving. So I think the fight's back on, but it's
getting a bit daft, isn't it, really? I heard he wanted to have a fight in his back garden or whatever. I mean, what's this all about? Does anyone care anymore? It's getting a bit silly. Final thoughts, Sensei. I've got to let you go.
Yeah, please. I've been fairly bearish on the markets for the past few weeks. I'm still not seeing any indicators that we can go up. The only thing I'm looking for is anything that drops severely, like AMC. I take a small scalp. If SBC comes down to $3, I'm going to take a scalp. I don't want to be buying this sort of long term at the moment. I think there's going to be better entries. But yeah, that's my thoughts.
Fantastic. Sensei, thanks for calling in. Brilliant.
Thank
Great
you.
information there from Sensei today, and well done. Your production is getting better and better. I'm very impressed there. Looked good, didn't it? So we got some good things coming from Sensei soon, and we look forward to that, and I'll be telling you all about it as we get nearer that release of that information. Very, very good indeed. All right, we're coming up to the end of the show. Now, we have got the Rumble earnings tonight. Rumble earnings. Just before then, though, we have something else for you. I've now started a series of videos in between the opening and closing bell, how I produce my music, the lights, the cameras. Today we briefly talked about my Neumann TLM 103 microphone. I'm going to touch on some more details with it tomorrow. Excuse me, and then I show you how I make a live recording hopefully sound like an edited production piece live. And every day I'm doing those. And then later on, after the closing bell, which is now, coming up now, we have the song I sung this morning in that show turned into its own video. And I would love if you join me for a 5-minute break before we go into Rumble's earnings. So here is tonight's premiere. It's in the chat for you. You can look in the chat and you can find it. Let me give you the link again. This is what it looks like, folks. If you're interested in joining me, and this video where we are now will take you live to Born Free. That's the song you're going to hear tonight. There it is. We'll go straight to that, and then that will take you straight to the Rumble earnings. So if you want to go directly to the Rumble earnings without any hassle whatsoever, this video will end in 10 minutes. Take you straight into Born Free. Hopefully you'll join me for this one. It's now edited in its own song, and share it and help support my music. And then after that, that video will premiere straight into the Rumble earnings. This is the Rumble earnings. I'll give you that as well, just in case you want the link directly and you don't want to join me for the 5-minute little break in between, and that's fair enough. There is the Rumble earnings. We're going to cover it tonight. Craig, one of our members, asked if we could cover it. We were actually thinking today we were doing FFIE. Now, there's been a couple of occasions where we've had the wrong time. This does happen. And the reason why it happens is below the stocks on Robinhood, it gives you a date, expected date. And it's a reason why it says expected date. It's never confirmed. They can move it. And I've had stocks move. If I set them up a few weeks ahead, they can actually move, and FFIE was supposed to be tonight, and we had to choose between that and Rumble. Well, now it's moved. We can do Rumble tonight. So we've got FFIE coming up on a future event. So if you refresh the homepage now, you will see there is the Rumble earnings. There is Walmart later on in the week. And we've also got FFIE, which is further down the list. You just can't quite see it there. All right, brilliant. Okie dokie then. So, thanks, Enze. I need to keep cash to the side then. Always have some cash. I mean, I'm the worst person for it because I say hold cash. You're earning 4.9%. Why wouldn't you hold cash? And then I see something drop and I like to buy it. At the end of the day, if I've read a lot of Warren Buffett information. If you've bought a company, and for me, I buy the company, not the stocks, right? If you've bought a company and the company is 20% down and the fundamentals are the same, it's just being sold off for whatever reason, doesn't mean the company's bad. It means it presents you a better opportunity to buy it, right? Not about catching a falling knife. The stock is going worse. Everything is fundamentally okay. Then, you owe it to yourself. Because it's like I've always said, if you use toothpaste and now toothpaste is 80% discount and you're going to use it, then you buy it when it's 80% discount and you buy as much as you can, right? It's the same thing because you're going to use it, you want it, and now it's a fraction of the price. Of course you've got to buy it, but be careful not just buying every 5 minutes. I've only recently got into Palantir. It's down 15%. At the moment, I'm down 15%. It was down lower. that wasn't low enough for me to jump in and buy any more. It's a new stock for me. If I go this morning, hang on, let me just refresh that. Yeah, I'm down 15%. This morning it was down 1.95. Well, that's not really enough. You know, I want it to drop another 10% if I'm going to start doubling up my position. You can't just keep buying, because you'll end up in a stock you don't want to be in, and you'll be out of the money and things won't be too good, right? I'm trying now, as I've been trimming for a while, the S&P. You may remember I had $40,000 worth of the S&P. That's now all the way down to $2,500. I mean, look at that. It's a massive reduction. I'm now starting to buy back because I was up as much as 17%. Well, now I'm up 10%. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. I've gained 17%, sold 90% of it at 17, 16, 15, 14%. Now it's 10%. It's not necessarily going to go below 10%. Maybe it'll never go again. Maybe we've passed that point now. But I want to start just buying every time it goes a bit lower and start acquiring, because that's an asset that I can guarantee will be up in 20, 30 years, which is when I'm going to need it. Sensei just put a point on the comment. If toothpaste is down 95%, then next day, I'm sure you would want to buy more. Exactly. If toothpaste is down 95%, then the next day, I'm sure you would want to buy more. Exactly. No worries on PLTR. It'll go back up. I'm not worried at all. I bought it because it looked good to me and so on. But anyway, we've got 5 minutes to go before the bell goes. Let me have a look how many are with us. We've gone up. Our subscribers has just grown again. Sensei's going to tell me off. I forgot to do it. 10,210. I'll try and remember not to click on it before I refresh the screen, because you like to see it roll round, right? Anyway, if you just tuned in today and you're new here, please subscribe and ring the bell and smash the like button. It's a very quiet crowd today, only 33. This is because there's not a lot going on. I want to thank everybody for joining me on TikTok. We're about to end our stream. If you want to join us on YouTube next time, it's Martyn Lucas Investor. Links in the profile. You can get your name on the screen. I can answer all your questions. And we do have a cash giveaway. Very exciting. We're giving away $204 in cash. You might like that. That's only on YouTube, though. And it's running live right now. It's got about 25 days to go before we live draw it on the show. Maybe you'd like to join us. If you click the little star there, you become a subscriber, and I will put you on the screen. Ask everyone to subscribe to your profile. I've got 36,000 followers. More than that now. I will invite them all to follow you on TikTok, and I'll also answer all your questions. All right, then. Let's wrap up today's show. We've got 3 minutes to go before the bell goes. We're going to go straight over to the world premiere, and then from there, straight into the Rumble earnings. Sensei Crypto XRP is still my biggest position by some way. It's a great stock to swing, says Ben. Thank you very much indeed. I'm just holding it at the moment. We're green again, which is good. SPCE, I'm not able to scalp it today. My gains are coming from Palantir, the S&P, Amazon's rallying, Apple's rallying, NEE's trying to come up, and Enphase 2.38. Wow, MSK still up over 20%, assume. Very nice indeed. Coca-Cola coming back up. J&J coming up. 2 days to go for the Kenvue J&J split. Really great. What I want is Kenvue to go down, J&J to go up. Every $100 of J&J, I get 107 of Kenvue. What is Kenvue? It's still part of J&J. They own it. Kenvue is a separate. It's the domestic products. It's your Band-Aids, your Listerine, all of that stuff. That's what's in Kenvue. J&J is focusing on the robotics, the AI, the technologies, and all the rest of it. So anyway, Fibonacci Blue says, which crypto do you think it's safest to invest in? Fibonacci Blue, well, we have a crypto challenge running on here with Sensei Crypto. You might like to ask about that. He's in the chat right now. Anyway, I've got XRP. I've got Bitcoin, and I've got Polygon. It's all for use cases, and it's served me well so far. Right, 1 minute to go before we ring the bell. Let's ring the Sensei bell in 15 seconds time. Let's get ready. Here we go. And then we're going to go straight. This video will go straight. Oh, it's hedging up now quite quickly. 1 minute to go. All right, portfolio is moving up nicely now. Don't think I can make any money from my Virgin Galactic. Oh, hang on. Come on. I'm holding my long-term position, but if I can just make a few bucks, get a couple of free shares, that would be nice. Remember, it's tax-free anyway. I'm interested in the sponsorship deal. There are many ways you can do it. You can either sponsor the channel, or you can sponsor the bell for the day, or for 20 bucks, you can sponsor the competition. It'll increase the competition money, and I will get everyone to subscribe to your channel, or your Instagram, or your Twitter, or your website. It works. We made a person here who was on Amazon, who never sold any books on Amazon, #1 in short stories. In a couple of days, he ranked right up. He was very, very happy with it. Anyway, we did that for one of our members. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. The Sensei bell. Let's ring it. And the bell has now gone. There we go. Fantastic. Let's have a look at what's moving in the after hours. And let's have a quick look. By the way, we had a member today, a silver member in our channel. I don't see him here, but he was here earlier. We had a silver member become a member of our channel today. I don't see him in the chat right now, but I was going to give him all his benefits, but he's not here. I would love to get to know him. Anyway, looking good. Right, we're going to end the stream right now. We've got Virgin Galactic is going up in the after hours. Let's see if I can take a scalp trade off the top. Hit the like, Alex Millett. Thank you very much indeed. Oops, I read 20,000. Aha, MSK. I'm interested. Fibonacci Blue. What would you like to know? I'm just about to end the show, but I could answer your questions for you live here on the show. Let me share with you. This is my year to date. Still up 20%. I'm beating the market. I'm in the green. S&P is in blue. The Roth IRA is improving. My overall position, remember, I only put $4 a week in. Started with $5,000 2 years ago. I'm at $55,000 right now. No margin, not borrowing any money. Everything looking good. All right, we're going to end the show there with Day Trader of the Day. Let's do that. So let me give everybody, finally, the world premiere for my music channel. We all come there for a 5-minute break between the closing bell and the earnings. There it is. Join me there. Be the first person to be there. This video will go directly there. And then that video, once you've watched it, will go directly to the earnings tonight. It's born free tonight. I hope you enjoy it. If you don't want to join us for that, you can go directly to the Rumble earnings, and I will be there for that as well in just a few minutes' time. So let's quickly do Day Trader of the Day. Let's wrap everything up, and here we go. 4 people already waiting. Thank you very much. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you. Okay, brilliant. Let's do Day Trader of the Day. Day Trader of the Day is our members only. If you want to Day Trader of the Day, a little competition we do every day, click the live button here. Click the live button, make sure that you're up to date, and also click the cogs and do 2 times speed. That way you will be within a few seconds of the show, literally within 10 seconds, and you can take part in today's competition. Remember, we've got 24 days left for the giveaway. We're giving away $204 in cash. Go and check Sensei's content out. And you can't miss it right now because you're getting a 70% discount, and you're actually getting paid to have a look at it. Not only are we giving it you for free for 7 days, not only are you going to get a 70% discount, you're also, if you go and like his website and look at it and so on, you can win $204. It's brilliant, isn't it? I mean, we're paying you to have fun. Brilliant. There is the giveaway. Okay. Let's refresh it. 8132. Remember, every day we have new tickets available. So make sure that you keep all of these tickets with blue ticks on them to give you the maximum chance to win. All right. All right, then. I think I've answered all the questions. I didn't hear back from our potential sponsor. Let's have a look. Got the buds in. Sponsorship for my race team. Fantastic. We'd love to promote your race team, and then you could call in live to the show, and we would love to hear from you and feature you on the show. There are many ways you can do it. You can sponsor the channel where you get publicity every day. That's the best value. Or you can sponsor the bell for the day, or you can sponsor the competition, get links to your website. Whatever you'd like to do, let me know, and I will talk you through it. But right now, we have to end the show because the world premiere starts in a couple of moments. So let's do day trader of the day. So are you ready? When the first person posts, I'll put a minute on the clock. I'm up 0.22 percentage points. There we go. Let's get ready. Let's put a minute on the clock. And you ready? When the first person posts, see who wins. Here we go. So I'm up 0.22. Sensei is down 1.21. I'm winning so far. Sensei, I sold a position on Tizro at a profit and invested it on some SHIB, down 0.18. Am I going to win today? Down 0.75. I'm up 0.21. Am I going to win today? Oh, no, I'm not. Ben has just blasted right past with a 2.24. Thank you very much indeed. Very nice indeed. 15 seconds to go. Good luck, mate. Me and Martin made some money with Shiba last week. Yes, we did. Well, I didn't make any money, did I? The competition made some money. If I remember correctly, what happened? What happened to it? The money went somewhere. I can't even remember. I think the competition made some money. I can't remember now. Anyway, that was, I slept since then. So, you know, I can't remember what happened then. Anyway, it looks like the winner is up 2.24. So we're going to give the winner to Ben. I think he won this morning. Thank you for your trades. Give him a big thumbs up and let's give him the sound effects. There we go. All right. Roll the credits very, very quickly. The world premiere starts in just a couple of moments. This video will take you directly there. Come and join me. It goes live in 3 minutes. Here it is. This video will take you directly there, and then this video will take you directly to the Rumble earnings. So you're going to be, everything's going to work beautifully. Subscribers, we got a new subscriber, Sandil and Salty Buckeye. Thank you very much indeed. I hope everyone's taken part in the giveaway today. So congratulations to all of you if you've taken part in that. I sent money for the competition Shiba, and it went up, so the prize went up. That was it. That was it. I didn't make any money. Don't make it I made any money on Shiba. You're making me look bad. I don't buy Shiba, do I? I don't believe in it. Anyway, there we go. Good luck, MSK. Me and Martin made some money. Yes, we did. My overweighted portfolio helps me on days like this. Can't wait to balance it out. Absolutely. Up 0.18. Great for you, Ben. I sent you the money. That's right. Well done, Ben. Thank you, guys. Right, that's it from me. Literally, the premiere starts in 2 minutes, so I've got to get out of here. Let me clear the screen. That's it from me. That's it. I'm going to have to end the music really quickly. So this video will take you directly to our premiere. Do join us. I'd love your thoughts on the sound. It was produced live. All I did was increase the volume to send it out as a video. It just needed to be raised slightly. Hopefully you'll like it and enjoy it and share it with your friends. It's my world premiere, and the premiere will take you directly into the earnings. That's it from me. Thanks a lot. Shiba is great to trade for sentiment. Good luck, MSK. Not a long-term hold for me. Congratulations, Ben. And that's it. I will see you back in a few minutes' time. The premiere starts in 60 seconds. So are you ready? I'm going to give you all the link. There it is. In the meantime, as always, take care of your money, take care of your crypto, take care of yourselves. Rumble is up 7%. And each other. See you on the premiere right